Oh! We're more back than we've ever been before in our entire life. That is the intro. How dare you interrupt my flawless introduction?
I'm so mad at that.
We're back, folks. How's it going? We missed you. You can tell from our enthusiastic energy how we're just diving into the show. Oh my goodness, it's episode 23. Welcome back. We're happy to be here.
Wow.
I didn't need to check my notes. It was just a joke. A little bit of a recap because I think it's been about 2 weeks since our last episode went out.
Yes, the recap because you don't remember.
Yeah.
You, the audience.
You guys suck at remembering and taking notes. I definitely haven't watched the most recent episodes more recently than we've recorded them. So,
no.
Our last few episodes have been kind of eventful. The city has been sort of ushered into this festive state as fair passing has just sort of come over the city. An announcement was made during the first day of fair passing where the overseer of Champions Row is stepping down and is using the tournament as a way to position his successor. Sarah definitely remembered that piece.
I just remember the thing that came after it, actually.
So everyone
that was what my face was.
In the tournament is a potential candidate to replace the Overseer as leader of Champions Row, including two of our very own, Eamon O'Malley and Cetaceia. You are both entered into this tournament as a team who we found out is called Homeland Smack-curity.
Forgot about that.
Again, we all remember this crystal clear. No one's surprised by what we were doing.
That was awesome. Great name.
God damn it.
It's so amazingly stupid.
So you guys have entered into the tournament, and the preliminary rounds have just begun to kick off. On the other side of things, we had a few things happening with the other group. Eevee got a part-time job working at this stadium so that they could get...
I was infiltrating.
You were infiltrating. You remember, I see, yeah. You were infiltrating.
I would never take a second job. That's not me.
Not. You're right. It's a third job, technically. So you were infiltrating the stadium, and Fitz was meeting with criminal elements in the back side of things, getting news about this strange criminal figure known as Walter Buchanan, who seems to have a very heavy investment in this tournament for some reason. Now then, I believe everything had been set up and you had readied yourself for the coming tournament, the preliminary round where we see who actually gets into the tournament proper. The teams were lined up. The gates had been opened, and before you, a giant row of hedge mazes erupted out of the ground. And before we get into that, I very quickly want to know what the other two who aren't participating in this are doing. What are you doing immediately now that you've remembered and have so much time to prep? What you're doing?
I remember what I was doing, actually.
I also remember what I was doing, yeah.
Which was trying to be as close to the edge of the stadium as possible so that I could possibly, intervene if something went horribly wrong. I know it's against the rules of the tournament, but I am, held action stressed.
Interesting. Okay, just in case I decide to murder anybody.
Yes, in case our very evil DM, who always has it out for us, tries to murder.
Somebody else has been running this game? That's crazy, dude.
Poggin' son of a bitch.
Yeah. And Fitz,
I'm going down to the back rooms of the arena, basically where we were already. But I'm looking for ghosts to talk to. Be like, hey, did you see who did this? Or
you're looking for ghosts to talk to. I gotcha. In the underside of the arena.
Underside of the arena, because gladiators, I'm sure, have died and get bored. Sure.
Nah, the enchantment kind of kept that under wraps. So I don't know how many people died in the arena in battle, but somebody probably passed out, from food poisoning or heart attack or something in the States.
Those are big leading cases. You'd be surprised how many ghosts in the city have passed away from those exact things.
Yeah, dude. Okay, interesting. Now then, let's get into the tournament. So, You two.
Music.
The gates open before you. The hedge maze erupts. You hear the sound of the crowd go crazy, and then announcer sort of scream, "Go!" What are you doing?
Why I couldn't be partnered with a bird who could fly.
I go, now's not the time for discrimination. Can we please continue?
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
I
Clemson?
Straight out with a bird.
yeah.
I'm gonna assume that this
what was the
maze
goal?
yeah, the goal was to
Get
get
to
to
the
the,
middle.
center without dying.
The first, I think, 8 people who make it to the center of the maze.
The first 8.
First 8
I'm gonna
teams.
assume that 8 teams. Okay.
So 16 people.
All right, I'm gonna assume that it's the same like typical rules of like you can't climb up on top or over things that you have in most. I'm just gonna watch and see what other people are doing.
Interesting. Okay. You see Eamon. What are you guys doing?
Running.
Okay.
I'm running.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'm trailing behind him.
Okay. So, as you run into the maze, there is a very sort of narrow first 15 feet or so before you come to a part where it just goes in either direction. Forks to the left and the right. This is my mind game. My first play has been made. Do you choose the left or the right path?
Do they look the same?
Yes.
Shit. My only instinct. Is there okay.
A big sign?
Yeah, is there a big sign like that blinks and is like go this way? Well, my instincts always say to go left, so I don't even really ask.
Just turn.
I just start turning left. Yeah.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was thinking left too.
Oh, damn.
Yep,
that would be
same, we're good
hilarious
there.
to split you guys right off the start. All right. So you immediately start running to the left. Eevee. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you're sort of like watching over and making sure you can pick them out of the maze and try and be as close as you can
Right,
to
Because
hear.
we're running fast, so it's hard
You're
to
right.
make.
They're also
perceiving.
moving towards the center away from the stands.
Oh, 21.
21. Okay, you immediately see as these sort of like gems, these like floating gems, descend into the maze, and after a brief second, these images begin to arise from around the maze itself, almost illusory floating in space as these holograms show you what's going on in there, because that wouldn't be fun if you
Jeez.
couldn't see what was going on.
Nice.
But you do see the sort of, you pick them up on one of these cameras and you sort of clock where they came out of and where they're moving.
Sean, out of curiosity,
Huh?
how low would I have had to score on that check to not realize that there were fucking TV screens?
It's not necessarily seeing the screens. It's like following the camera that's
Oh,
following
it's like
them.
I found them in the maze and okay, yeah.
You were able
Okay,
to
I
like
get it.
triangulate. Okay, I see this. I see them.
like,
That's they came
"What?"
out of that door. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
You would have just lost
Does-
them, but be able to follow the action. Yeah.
Does Eevee have like a look over the maze? Like, would Eevee be able to direct us in any way?
So
Oh,
I will say that's part of why I had them make that check. That
that's
if-
cheating a little, but
it is
hey.
fully
I go-
cheating, but you guys do
I
have
go, well, hello there
communicators.
for those who. Yeah. I can't remember. I think I'm full Nome right now, and I go, well, hello there. If anyone hears me out on the, I have to be my trucker voice. So this is Paul Camera to, what was your, Paul Camera to?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh shoot.
What was my code name? Shit.
I don't know. Tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
Get in the comments.
To the person, is there anybody out there?
Maybe.
So roll
I go,
me,
we've taken
roll me a d20. Don't get a 1.
me.
Yeah.
I can actually do this. I don't have physical dice on me right now, so I have to do this the D&D Beyond way. However, I do that. Cut this.
Efficiently,
Cut this.
successfully.
Let's cut
Oh, I got it.
D&D
I found it.
Beyond.
I found it. I got it.
Effortless.
It's so
I-
intuitive. It took me only a
I
second.
do
to find
have
it.
the names if you do want to know them.
I'm
Yes,
dead ass.
what's
I'm
my
dead
name?
serious too. You guys
You
can
got
see
a
it.
2, not a 1.
I got to. Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
So
Hey,
You-
weeks later, it's still the same.
Physical dice, digital dice, doesn't matter.
honestly, I was
Doesn't
worried we took so long off. You were going to be really good at rolling, so this is going to go well.
Yeah. Nope.
As that message comes over the communicator, it does sound like there is some level of interference trying to quash like communications. Like, I think that's a divination spell or a conjuration spell? Message?
Which one?
A message you're sending?
Oh.
Might be divination.
I don't know. They have weird rules, but it seems like that kind of magic is being suppressed, but because it's a hardwire connection between two like solid points, it does seem to be
Transmutation.
working. Yeah, there it is.
Amazing.
So-
yeah, what's my code name again?
Your code name, Eevee, is Copperstone.
Cobblestone.
Cobblestone.
Ah.
That makes more sense.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Cobblestone. Eamon's is brick or statue because we didn't
I
have.
knew brick was one.
And Tatesia is pufferfish.
Amazing. Okay.
That's crazy.
With that perception check
Good
that
notes.
I had, would I be able to
55,
see a spot that has a better vantage point than the one I currently have for overlooking the maze?
Oh, well, yes. To be able to get close to them, you'd have to sort of like skirt your way around the actual seating to get like over in their corner.
Mhm.
But again, everyone is heading towards the center, so at some point they might be too far away for you to reach them. But you can still see
Sure.
like the maze itself.
Yeah. I'm more trying to like get a good overview of the actual hedge so that I
Yeah.
can direct them if need be.
You can absolutely start like making your way through the crowd to get over there.
Cool. Okay. I can do that. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Sounds good, Cobblestone.
Where have we gotten to so far?
So you guys have made a few like small adjustments. The path has been pretty linear after that first turn, but there are a few like left and rights. And at a certain point, you hear a smashing of stone, like probably off 30, 40 feet ahead of you. Do you want to run towards it? Or do you want to try and veer off in another direction?
Does it
Smash.
sound like it's towards the center?
It is center-esque. In a
Okay.
direction sense, it is center-esque.
I love center-esque as a direction.
But so far, all paths have been sort of branching and forking in that sort of pathwise direction.
I find this interesting. We should go towards it.
Yeah.
Great.
Why not? Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Luckily, these two characters share one brain cell. So
I'm in
So-
full loafers. I did not prepare for this correctly. My guy's running and I'm shaving.
You're like slightly damp, soggy Crocs or slippers or whatever you wear.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys approach wherever this sound came from, just leaving one of these turns off in your rear view, which you have access to should you decide to turn around, you come across the scene of this sort of open square section, like a little hedge room almost. To the right, you see this sort of like destroyed, crumbled doorway, and these pieces of stone just sort of scattered all over. And the other side of the wall, you see a somewhat stone solid doorway with this figure just sort of going, like peering out of the stone, like carved into it. He goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh. Is this like a dead end or is there like
No, there is a passageway beyond the crumbled stone.
Oh cool,
section.
alright.
Like
I'll
one
go
of-
what happened? What happened here?
Oh, they just killed him. They just ran right through him.
Who did ran through you?
Yeah, they just
Him?
completely,
This thing?
they ignored our whole thing. I only tell the truth. He only tells lies. They got mad at him for telling lies. They broke the door down and ran through.
let's go through the door.
So you're the one telling the truth. I know this one. I bashed through him.
I love these guards as union members being like, the whole thing, it was our whole thing.
You try to break his door down?
Well, if he is sorry?
Yeah.
And we're back?
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is if he's the one saying that he tells the truth, he has to be the one telling the truth because he's giving the rules of the game. I will smash through him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Smash through him. Not ask him to politely move.
No, this is good. This is
no,
good.
no.
This is
I'm
genius.
just gonna line
Oh,
back.
holy shit.
tackle him.
26.
26,
Holy
he's back,
shit.
dude. He's back for real to make the
Why?
right decision and bash through
So
this
bad.
door.
I love when you're violent.
I'm like the
decisions
armor
get the high
titan, bro.
rolls.
I'm just shoulder checking. Is this guy made of stone or no?
Oh yeah, he says it's fully like a carving that's coming out of this wall.
Yeah, dude, I have steam coming out of me like the fucking armor titan as I blow through
your
Walmart.
newly enchanted brick as you swirl it around and just crack this guy. He
Brick
goes,
is the
"Wait,
hardest
wait, wait."
substance in the world. Yeah.
Like the Punisher. He's
Breaking
just
the
like, wait,
capability
wait,
of
wait,
breaking
wait.
any stone.
Oh my god! And he crumbles into pieces as the doorway he was defending is now revealed to you as well. There are
I
now
will block
two
the doorway
paths.
from Tay and give a Sonic like thumbs up as I like blow through. Oh right, and I'll start.
You're just gonna run past and like go for a high five, but you're already running, so you're like, right.
Yeah.
Well, teamwork.
You guys take off down the hallway. All right, perfect. Fitz, what have you been doing while this first round has been going on? You just hanging out?
Yeah. He's pretty much going back to where where we had investigated before.
The locker room in the underside of the arena?
Yeah, where the trail had led to us finding the evidence of sabotage, and he's honestly just
So you're going back to where you found like the evidence of that burned circle?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he's keeping his eyes and ears out, and if there are ethereal folk, he'll approach
Ethereal
them.
folks, so PC, dude. I love it. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
I can do this for you, sir.
This is not to find ghosts. This is to find a way to find ghosts. It'll make sense if you pass.
Ooh, back at it, and we got a 1. So I'm gonna spend forever. I'm gonna use a point.
Beware a pogging DM, dude.
Pogging DM. I'm gonna use I almost called it the Fabula point. That's not what
A
it's called.
Fabula Pod. They're changing their name now. They're Fabula points.
You can't. It's already been used by Ultima Fabula Ultima. It's in their
Damn
RPG.
Fine, I'm calling mine
so-
Ultima points.
Nice. I will do that again because fuck, I don't want that.
You got 2 1s?
I got 2 1s.
There's no shot.
Oh wow! Holy cow! You
There's
did.
no shot.
No.
Yeah, you did. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
A natural
Fitz always
20
crits,
giveth,
you
and
know
a
what I
natural
mean?
1 taketh away.
oh, that one's a crit fail.
Oh my god! Holy shit! All right,
That is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
that is the crazy shit.
Who would have
Uh,
It's
thought?
always crits, but not like this, man.
Nah,
I
this
guess,
is
I, guess,
good.
I guess I'll shut up for like the next 2 hours.
No. All right, we'll come back to you.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
having
shut
a
up for the
brain
next 2
fart
hours.
right now.
Yeah.
All right.
fine.
So, Eevee, you're in a position to have a sort of viewpoint of this this maze, for lack of a better term.
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a perception check for
Oh.
potential information to give your allies as they run around.
All
Cheating.
right.
Can't believe it.
I believe it's called taking advantage of all your resources.
2 natural ones. That's great.
That's a 13.
A 13? Okay. Interesting. I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
Do you want to see what is on the path they just took or the path they did not take? Those 2 stone doors. They took the one on the left, which was the truth-telling one. The one on the right was destroyed. They did not take that one. Do you want to see the path they're walking down to give them a heads up, or the path they did not take to see if they made the right choice?
We should have asked the one that tells the truth. What's behind the
Hey, no one asked him anything, and he was basically...
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need
could
to.
have been
He was
lying.
murdered. He
No.
was murdered.
No, he was telling
So,
the truth.
to be clear, if they fucked up, I can message them and be like, "Go back."
Yes.
Like it's not like they can't go. I want to see what was at the other door.
Okay, interesting. So, as they sort of like, the announcer is sort of going crazy that 2 people just smashed through this very simple logic puzzle, showing no remorse for any sort of puzzle. And they're sort of like hanging there for a second, and you use your like trigonometry or whatever to trace where they are on the map and sort of follow the hedge maze down. You see a very small, like circular pathway, or it ends in like a cul-de-sac, for lack of a better term. It looks like a dead end. The path they
Okay.
didn't take looks like it would have been a dead end.
So it would have run them around in a circle.
Yes, but you do see that there is it's set up more like a trap. From what you
Oh.
can see there, it looks like there's something in there. It's not just a dead end, but
Cool.
it wouldn't have led to the center.
Okay.
This is so funny. This is a real puzzle that I was like, I feel like the answer is really easy, and I just never knew. So it was up until like a month ago. I had no clue.
What?
how that puzzle
Amazing.
works. The one
Oh,
we
the
just did.
truth?
also still be we could also
The one
still
that you just solved.
I never
yeah.
knew the solution, so I just killed the guy that lies, and I was like, "This is pretty easy,
Perfect.
the easiest puzzle to solve."
Yeah.
No,
Eevee does
it's-
crackle over the headset, the sending stone, and goes, "Okay, good news. You did avoid the trap. Keep going."
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Cobblestone. We appreciate that.
What you do know is there's someone probably dead over there, or at least in that trap.
Oh, people dying? Damn.
They can't die unless they're in the center. You guys know this.
Oh, right.
But yes, you continue down your path, and you begin to hear like the other contestants making their way through the maze, not right in front of you, but like off at a distance through the hedge maze. You can hear like the sounds of either combat or like shifting stones, spells being cast. And from your place in the crowd, Eevee, you can actually see like a few groups have attacked each other and like found each other in the maze and have actually tried to like thwart each other before making their way further in. So there is a bit of a rough and tumble crowd ready to strike should you make the wrong turn. But you guys continue down the truth door. Very good. Now then,
Very good.
I'm going to need you both to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Easy on a dex.
Lovely.
Advantage on dex. Can I see this?
Yes, but very briefly. It's so surprising, dude.
11.
11, that's bad.
18.
18. Luckily, Eamon was in front.
Yeah.
Eamon, you
I go watch out, someone has a gun.
you literally are running and you just turn one of these like very sharp turns, and there is immediately like a 20-foot drop into these large like spikes that again wouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
You would just be
yeah.
impaled for a little bit.
Yeah. I will like do the very anime thing where I like jump up and like slide on my feet up until the edge, and then as Tay's coming, who can't see it, I will grab Tay and throw her over the gap.
It goes out for 50 feet in front of you.
And I go, I think that's 45 feet. Some little judge comes out and puts a marker. I go, everyone applauds me.
They stick the flag right in the ground where Tay lands.
Can I see if I
I
stick
go,
the
Tay, we
landing?
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say just because you're baseline dexterity, you can stick the landing pretty easily, but you do get like thrown 20 feet.
Yeah, I
over
want to
this
use
thing.
like my momentum as like slowing down to like grab Tay and throw her.
Yeah. It's strangely elegant for Eamon to be able to do this, and you don't even know it's happening because it happened so quickly.
I'm just gonna, like, as soon as I realize I'm in the air, I'm hitting the ground. I'm just like, okay, I take back all of the flying jokes. Don't ever do that again.
Awesome. How are you getting across?
Yeah, I start. What's that? I'm thinking of
IP man.
not chocolate. No.
Oh,
I
hammer
guess I can't
toss?
think of it right now. Yeah. Yes. I'll do that with my brick, and I'll hold on to it as I throw it.
That's how physics
I'll
works.
do it. Yeah. And I'll jump across that way.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics check just because you're doing it from a standing position.
Okay, 17.
Oh my god, he's so good today.
It
That's-
didn't even really roll on the fucking thing. I literally like fell on 11. It just slid across the screen.
That's what you should do. Instead of rolling dice, you should just drop them from high. And see if you
I
can
need to
get-
have a large slab of ice in front of me at all times so I can just slide my dice.
There's the guy. All right, so you're able to jump across and meet Tay on the other side. Pitfall, just completely avoided. You guys are so good at this. I don't like it. And you continue past my second trap of the maze towards the center.
Pitfall, the NES game. Not a joke, just a reference, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a reference from
Yep.
before most of you were born, I'm sure. So now that I feel older, Fitz, how's it going, bud? You doing good? Holding for Fitz?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I did realize that one of my items, my magic items, does give me advantage, but it doesn't matter because they're all
You already had advantage,
Yeah.
so you can get
But it
that
says-
point back. I'll say,
Cool. Thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
because would have been the same thing anyways. I feel bad.
Don has to throw it up.
I feel real
Yeah.
bad.
Do I like when I look up at the ceiling? Do I see like plates moving or like things like?
It's actually an
happening?
aquarium.
Nice. I'm surprised. I'm
No, no,
surprised
you're
they
good.
can afford that.
It is like the same thing you sort of saw earlier. There's like very low level hints of like burn scars on the roof.
Right.
But not a lot of like enchanted runes or anything to like stare at.
Right.
It's a very strange space down here.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. And like, roll 2 1s. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Actually,
roll
you know what
this.
2 1s gets you? At a certain point, you hit.
You son of a bitch. You
And you hear the familiar bone crackling crawl of Paint
bone
Travago
crackling.
on his janitorial duties down here.
Mm-hmm.
He's in this city. He doesn't see you because he can't see much of anything.
Right.
Um,
You know what? You know what? Because you did this.
I didn't
Because
do
you did this,
anything.
and I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna go talk to Paint and see if.
Oh,
if he saw
hell
anything.
yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Okay. You
He's
frighten
the guy who went through the other door. He went through the other statue. He's
It
dead.
all ends up down here.
What happened?
He's just like searching around in the dark with his hands.
Oh
It
god.
fills the whole room.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like a game
my
of
God.
Snake. Like
It's like
I
Jake
hate
the
that.
dog from Adventure Time. So how are you approaching him? Because I'll tell you right now, he doesn't know you're here. So you can
Cool.
sneak up on him if you want to.
I'm not gonna sneak. I'm not gonna give the bone crackling humanoid a heart attack.
Why not, dude? He's got 3 hearts.
Like a cockroach. And
Yeah.
I've got 8. but-
That's crazy. They have 8 hearts?
Well, it's like one heart separated into 8 parts of their body. That's why they're so
Jesus.
difficult to kill. And their brain, too.
Cockroaches.
Yo, fuck those creatures. Why do they exist?
No, I respect the cockroach.
Why?
But I cannot.
Stop.
respect- Yeah, like they're scrappy.
We'll be right back to the show in a second. What is this about respecting cockroaches? What?
yeah, that's why.
I'm setting up that I respect a cockroach in relation to a creature that I do not respect, which is the fucking centipede, which can die in a fire forever. I hate them. There was one on my
Really?
ceiling 2 nights
How
ago.
dare you have 100 limbs?
100 whole limbs and so long?
Yeah.
Get
So
fucked.
long.
What are you doing with all that leg, dude?
Ugh. Millipedes at least have a cool body to go up to make up for it. Centipedes are just like, I don't
Basic.
know.
There.
I'm so squishy.
I'm sorry, I misquoted something. The heart is actually divided into 13 segments
Oh,
down
well-
their
Oh,
back.
that's better.
Stop reading. I didn't know any of this. Oh.
Stop
Anyways,
reading.
Paint Travago has 13 hearts divided amongst his limbs.
Excellent.
His back.
Just a bunch of horcruxes in
Yeah.
his, you can see each one.
He is a little
Um,
Horcrux, dude.
Oh god, for what? For whomst?
Who the bell tolls.
Ooh. I'm just gonna approach. I'm not gonna like sneak up on them. I'm gonna make sure they know I'm coming towards them.
Ah!
Um,
Scared me.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I tried my best not to do that. I apologize.
That's all right. So, what are you doing down here? The action, I think, is
Crow.
going on upside.
Yeah, but there's. I'm kind of on a secret mission right now.
Oh?
Would you care to join me?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You're supposed to tell me if you're on a secret mission. Seems
I'm
like you
I'm
failed
telling
the starting line.
The only reason I'm telling you is because I want to make you a secret agent.
Oh. He gets really excited. You feel like you feel like his hand on your back. You didn't even know he's like 3 feet away from you, but you feel his hand on your back, like pulling you in lower. It's like, we'll call it a secret.
No.
Starts looking
I
around.
legit-
You
I
asked
legit-
for this.
I legit coiled. Christian coiled me. He said he reaches up to my back from 3 feet away.
What kind of secret? It's like
Well,
real close to your face.
well, it turns out, don't let anybody else know. The ring may have been sabotaged. And I'm trying to figure out who did it so I can take them down. I think you're just the person to help me.
So there's trickery afoot.
There is
Right.
the
Well,
highest caliber.
he his hand comes down from above his head and does a little salute. He says, "Don't worry, unlike you, I won't tell another living soul. What do you need?"
I'm trying to figure out if you maybe saw anyone that didn't look like they belonged here, or they belonged too well here. And Fitz will lead him, being poetic. Fitz will lead him to the spot.
Oh, the area where you guys saw the magic
Yeah.
disappear? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lead him to the burn marks and so to show him.
Okay. And as you're
Takes-
filling him in on that, we're going to cut back up to the surface as time passes.
Fantastic.
I'm juggling.
Passes.
We're back up to the top. So, you guys are running through the maze. You've narrowly avoided my pit trap, which was fatal, I'll admit. Lethal, in fact.
Damn.
But you've handled it expertly. Now, as you begin running past this trap, you turn towards the direction you, as best you can surmise, is the direction of the center. But you see 3 pronged out paths in front of you, like a peace sign. You have 3 choices. You can continue going straight, left, or right.
I'll go Gobblestone. We got a 3 trifecta Trident coming in front of us.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Mayhaps you can, but let's find out. Go ahead and roll me your 3rd perception check of the evening.
That's so many. I have to keep looking, and this time
It's getting harder.
I'm looking real good. You know how good I'm looking?
1, 2.
28.
Shit, that's pretty good. All right, I will give you 2 of the options ahead of you for rolling so
Oh, shit.
dastardly good.
Thank you.
Yes. We've got center, left, and right.
Okay.
It's all in your hands now. I'll never tell.
Let me see center and left.
Center and left. Okay. The center path, as you're sort of following where you're like, you've got a little waypoint that you're keeping track of in your mind that points down to like where they're standing.
Yeah.
And moving forward from them is another dead end that you can already see. Somebody has fallen into that trap. Somebody has come from another direction and fallen into that trap. So center is bad. Don't go to the center.
Center bad.
Mm-hmm. You said the other one was the left?
Yeah.
Okay. The left is actually an area that another group has just passed through.
Okay.
So there are other people further ahead of that path, but that doesn't appear to be trapped. It might have some like scragglers who are just sort of like left there defeated, but it is clear as far as you're aware.
Okay.
The right is a mystery.
Because I'm looking so fast.
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
You don't know. Could be anything down there.
Center path, very bad. Left path, fine. Not sure about right. Also, there's people on the left side, but they're kind of ahead.
Well, I guess it's time to catch up. I'll look over at Tay and be like, left?
After you.
So what if I do? I'll sprint down.
Being so helpful.
You are. You've avoided 2 of my dastardly traps so far. How dare you? All right. So you guys begin heading towards the left path,
Yes.
following in the whoever that's path is.
If I want to prepare an action that if we hear anybody coming up, I want to say, Judge, we're a judge. Please stop, Judge. We're a judge. You did something wrong.
You want to
We gotta make sure. Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Didn't we all see each other underground though?
Yeah, but
No, I was being inconspicuous.
that is true.
Okay.
You were dressed in a big white suit, being very inconspicuous. Knowing Nome Alamo, he doesn't say a lot. Okay. So, as you are running down this path, you hear a few things ring out from the voice sort of commentating this whole event. You hear a number of oohs and ahs at the spectacle of fighting that is going on. A little bit of live commentary as he goes blow for blow on some of like the more drawn out battles instead of the quick run by skirmishes. You do hear him call out, specifically, you do hear him call out Tommy Tough Knuckles. Apparently doing very well. Surprising
dude.
to a lot of
I
people.
have money on him.
But you do hear a few call outs of like, oh, another one taken down by Tough Knuckle. The crowd sort of like goes crazy because maybe there are a few other people who bet on him.
I take a handkerchief out and I'm dabbing the sweat on my forehead.
You also hear another one. I will say with your 28 perception, you would also notice this, Eevee, in the audience. Specifically, there is a team that is racing through this map. Like, they're doing exceptionally well.
Like they kind of know how to. Yeah.
That one's not sure. You're cheating, so who are you to talk? But
I can't believe someone would cheat.
you do notice Specifically, it draws your attention because it is 2 avian folk. It is 2 bird people. Knowing your history with Fitz and potential bird folk, something about it just draws your attention and in a not good way. The team they call out a few times is the Bird Boys. There's 2 birds.
Wait,
Lame.
wait,
dare you.
hang on.
Hey, I think it's pretty clever, actually. Fuck off.
What's my issue with birds?
So as the audience, I'm sure you're saying this for the audience. The audience
aviary
might not
Avengers.
remember that Fitz has a bit of a problem with the Aven Corps. The
Oh,
group
okay.
of
Well, see, I don't. How do I know these 2 birds are part of the avian corps?
you
Is what I'm
don't. You
asking.
just know
They're
that Fitz is on the lookout for any sort of suspicious bird-like activity. These 2 seem to be doing suspiciously well in this contest. I'm just saying, it's a suspiciosus event. However, you notice that
Fitz,
these...
come get your birds.
No, it's not them. You don't know. The 2 fighters are Brewster and Vellum. Brewster is, as you can probably surmise,
That's
a
fucked up.
large rooster, and the other one is this sort of like dark, like feathered vulture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Having your bird person named after baby calf leather is really fucked up, Sean. I
Hey.
think you should know.
It's not nothing to do with birds. They're fine. They're innocent in all this. Okay,
True.
get off my
Oh
ass,
my
dude.
God.
You know how many teams I had to come up
You know
with?
what I look like? Dead baby cow.
He goes, yeah, see, yeah. I love killing
I actually
cows.
don't. I could be very wrong about that. Is that what vellum is?
Are you talking about veal?
Oh, no.
Vellum is
It
paper, isn't it?
Well, it is paper made from animal skin.
Oh, that's fine.
But yes.
They got plenty of skin.
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
need all of it.
Totally fine.
So you do call that out. They look like they are the furthest towards the center, as keeps being called out
Okay.
by the announcer. That's the
Cool.
other thing you've noticed.
Yeah. I tell Fitz to come get his birds.
Okay, Fitz, you hear that while Paint is talking.
It
your
makes
ear off.
total sense.
It makes complete sense.
All right. Well then, as we move back down towards you guys in the maze itself, you see a few figures that have been kind of thoroughly defeated, look like they're knocked out. You see one of them is like in the bushes. You also notice that where that figure is touching the bushes, they've sort of like enclosed around him and there are like thorns digging into him. So probably don't touch the walls. But they do look like they're alive. They all look like they're unconscious. And as you...
I'm gonna as we run by, I'm gonna pick some pockets, see if there's anything useful.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Awesome.
As you fall further behind.
A 12.
A 12.
I'm not doing too good.
Okay. You find one of them had drumsticks for some reason. That's kind of crazy.
Lovely.
so you have
Tay, it would
drumsticks.
be a little bit faster if you just cut off their pants and grabbed while we're running. So I would say honestly, just grab their pants and let's just keep running.
It's a prank, bro.
It's not a prank. It's called survival.
Yeah, okay.
It's called watching Maze Runner every day up until this point.
There's-
Up until we got to this point since we last announced we were doing a Maze Runner
At
arc.
this point,
He's been training.
Yeah.
She's gonna pause like as she has like one of the drumsticks in her mouth as she's like she's in her pocket. Okay, fair. And she's gonna pull out
Insane
her
that we're
and just pop off.
Okay, you cut off these cargo shorts that have like 90 pockets. It's crazy how much stuff this guy had on.
like running on.
You pulled out the drumsticks? That's kind of weird. So you're carrying these cargo pants with you as you guys run through. And as you're sort of like surveying the path in front of you, you can see that there are what look like horse tracks that are just sort of like carving a path through the maze ahead of you. Whoever
Can I make like a quick intelligence check to like no, if that's
go ahead and make a nature
centaur?
check for me, genius.
Can I make a nature check to see if it's a centaur or a minotaur?
Ooh, interesting.
Nature check.
Nature check.
a cute distinction.
7.
It could have been all of them together. It could have been a minotaur riding a horse. You don't know.
Ooh,
Okay, well then I'll ask this to try to deduce it a little better in my own head. How
Why is
close
it
are the
image so
tracks?
threatening to me.
How close are the tracks?
Yeah. Does it look like it's a bipedal or
Oh, it looks like there are
quadrupedal.
4 legs.
It's a centaur. But it could be a centaur with a top of a horse body and the bottom of a horse body. It could be a horse.
Could be a horse.
Oh.
I could-
I've heard of these things called horses.
I'm
It's
just
like
It's
gonna
like a centaur
assume,
without the human
They
aspect.
don't have hands.
I'm just
When a
gonna assume
centaur and
that
a
it's-
centaur love each other very much, sometimes
They create a
just go
person,
weird.
probably.
It's
There's
the
a whole
recessive
horse
Like a
and
genes.
the
full
brother
horse.
is a person.
No, it's a minotaur and a
kid.
horse or a centaur
That's a
get together.
D&D
That's
character
what it
waiting to
is.
happen right there.
Uh-huh.
We'll find out someday.
No, I'm just gonna assume that it's Tyson, and I'm gonna get really competitive and just full speed.
Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna drop the drumstick at full speed.
Well,
He
that's
is not beating me.
all right. The magic drumsticks are lost in the woods as you guys take off. Sounds good. Now back down to Fitz. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? We're an hour in.
Huh.
I think that's a good place
Yeah.
to take our break. Before we go back down to Fitz and then do it all over again as we
Huzzah.
venture deeper into the maze. But until then, we're gonna leave the show here for now and come back in a few minutes. Bye. So, before we left off, we were just about to head underground to see what Pateron, newly indoctrinated deputy,
Yep.
champions Rose Bastions, and his babysitter, Fitz, we're up to. We're back in it.
Council.
Yeah. So you were explaining how everything you guys had figured out, the area, all the evidence you had found in this place,
Mhm.
and seeing what his
So
opinions
you-
were.
So that's the long and short of it. You seem to know of everyone here. Anyone new, or again not on schedule? Show up. I just need
Lots of
some-
new people here with the whole tournament going on. Lots of comings,
Right.
lots of goings.
Right.
Not exactly sure if someone got in here. I didn't see or hear anything untoward, suspicious, or whatnot.
I just feel like I'm missing something. One thing. I can't seem to pin it down.
Do you know why someone would want to do something like this?
Well, did you hear that about the announcement about the winner?
I was paying attention, yeah. Just to remind me again, one.
The winner of this tournament
We need the tournament, yeah.
becomes
Becomes
the
And-
new. head of the
Oh, he said it at the same time. Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Right. Oh, that's not good.
No.
So there'd probably be someone who wants to do that.
Yes. Criminal element. We learned that, like I
So-
said, like I explained to you, the running was meant to be poisoned. Half the competition was meant to be poisoned by an individual.
I heard they were.
Uh,
So you think it's someone up there?
Perhaps, if anyone seemed too confident or like they knew they were shoo-in to win.
I didn't do
No.
it. You were just staring at him in that moment. He's like, "Ugh."
Again, why I chose you, because I know you would never do something like this dastardly. Perfect.
What do you need me to do, boss? Does one of these. Shows that he's ready.
Look around. There has to be something, a clue, something left behind or seen here that might help us find out who did this personally. Maybe.
Okay. You need me to search in the vents.
You know what? Go for it.
I'll be right back. And he just sort of like goes over to the wall, and something you barely even notice because it's not person size, but he doesn't seem to have enough bones to stop him from just sliding into this like hole that's like this big. He just sort of like squeezes into it.
Just like a
That's the thing
reverse
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
toothpaste.
If he's in the vent, do we all smell that once it?
Eventually, you'll probably get a little whiff of something. It's like
Fine.
walking over a sewer grate in New York.
Oh, yep.
He's like, oh, okay, that's not good.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, he disappears into the walls.
Amazing.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Are you gonna wait for me to return? Or are you gonna do your own little
whenever-
investigation?
Whenever you want to give me a chance to roll again, I would love a chance to roll again.
Okay, we'll do that next zoom down. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Alright.
ahead.
We go back up to the surface where we see you guys following in the trail of some sort of large centaur or deer or something with hooves. We don't know yet. But you did chase after it with some gusto. Now, as you guys approach the next sort of intersection, you do hear a few voices sort of like screaming and yelling at each other. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you'd like to.
I don't want to.
Okay,
I do.
Ooh.
fine.
24.
24. 8. Okay. Tay, you don't recognize this voice. Actually, you do recognize this voice based on a very small amount of time spent in the ready rooms downstairs. For I don't know, I forget. My brain is just like shitting that information out. I don't know what it's called. But
Locker rooms.
locker
baby.
rooms.
What was it that Zach called it?
I don't know. I don't know
The
what I
green
called
room
it 5
for-
seconds
The green
ago.
room for sports people.
Oh,
Yeah.
the green room.
Theater nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood over there is calling it the green. So you remember hearing that voice amongst the crowd as you hear Tommy Tough Knuckles in the section of the hedge ahead of you, along with his partner Glassjaw McGraw.
I'm gonna slow down. I don't hear this. Only
You
Tay.
you hear voices,
I'm-
but Tay's the one who like picks up on who it is up ahead of you.
I'm just gonna, I guess not exactly shout, just in case, but I'm just gonna hiss up to you. Your boy Tough Knuckles and Glassjaw are coming up. What,
I, like,
can I tell,
stop.
like, the direction? Like, left?
It is
Right.
like sort of you're about to turn around like a slight right angle. They're like off in the next section around that turn.
Okay.
My feathers go a pale white and my eyes open. And I go, Tay, we might as well kill each other right now. It'll be an easier way out. We gotta mist each other.
Just,
I'll shoot you, you shoot me at the same time.
I'm about to smack him. She's just gonna, like, it's we're not gonna stop and fight. We're just gonna stall them and just get ahead. That's, we don't have to fight them. Just continue on. Just fast.
I nod slowly, and then as you turn around, I'll grab your arm, and when you look back, I go, it's been nice knowing you, kid.
Just gonna take your hand and just, yeah, you too. All right. As soon as we get anybody in our line of sight, I'm gonna hunter's mark the first person I see,
Okay,
just in case.
I'm gonna
and
puff
then-
up my feathers and look really big.
interesting.
And I'm gonna walk like this, like Mr. Game & Watch, kind
Okay,
of.
go ahead. What a pull. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check. With disadvantage because you made a video game.
Oh, with
character reference?
disadvantage, I
No,
got,
I'm
okay,
kidding, I'm
well,
kidding.
Oh, okay. 6.
Why would you hope for disadvantage with a 6?
No, I didn't roll with disadvantage. That was,
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
I rolled my first roll was a 2.
Okay, so the feathers look big and voluminous, but your face is giving away your fear because you just go.
I mean, my eyes are wide open.
As you turn to look at the corner, you see both of them are sort of like picking themselves off and dusting like dirt off of their like outfits, as both of them are standing to either side of the trail of horse tracks you were following, as it seems whatever was moving came through here and passed them and sort of like knocked them to the side.
I'm gonna quickly just rush on past, like we're following the.
Oh, you think you're just gonna rush past Tommy Tough Knuckles without getting a few of these Tough Knuckles?
I go,
boys?
dang no! Miss Dr. Manhattan's like,
Actually, okay. As I just run past, I'm just gonna do a quick thunderclap right in the middle of, and then just keep on fucking going.
Oh,
that's a good idea. That's actually a great idea.
Go ahead and roll
That's it.
for your little.
No,
your little
you have
attack.
to roll. It's a con save.
You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that. Let me break out my D40.
I try to avoid as little as possible.
Hang on. I don't have my dice. What's going on? Oh, no, look. All right, I'm going to blur the screen when that happens. I just put something right on this screen. No one saw it. I need to roll a D20. Is it
Yes.
deck save? Con save, you said.
Con.
Yeah. I had to play it back in my mind, but I remembered. Ooh. That is 16.
For both of them, or just for one?
Oh, they both have to roll it? Well, that was for Tommy Toughest of Knuckles.
Yeah, it is within 5 feet of me.
Like I rolled a 2.
Nice. One of them will take this damage.
Oh, but Tommy Tough Knuckles avoids it.
Oh, I rolled 2 6s. Oh!
That's too many. Roll less.
Okay, so the one who failed, because the con save was 15. So the one who failed takes 12 damage.
Okay. So
Thunder damage.
as you jump over and run past them, you cast out this thunder wave or this thunder clap,
Just do a quick clap, like
and you hear
doing good, guys. Clap.
you hear one of them go, "Oh, my jaw!" And he sort of falls topples backwards, and Tommy Tough Knuckles takes an attack of opportunity on you with some of his toughest knuckles.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Tell him good luck.
I
Nice
hope
knowing
you
you,
have a back
kid.
ready.
Hang on.
Please miss.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Goes, ah, dang it!
I'm
Nice
actually-
seeing you, kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clap.
Dang
This
it.
one's gonna like crumble. He's gonna swing. I'm gonna jump over him, press his head down, like vault myself. Just nice try, kid.
No. Eamon, you see all that happen in front of you as you're puffing up your feathers trying to look
You
tough.
watched your childhood hero get embarrassed.
Yeah, you just watch
Yeah,
the Putty Patrol get run on.
As like we see Tay jump over, my foot steps into frame, and like the theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is playing as I stare off at Tommy Tough Knuckles, and I go, "Shall we meet again, Tommy?"
Turns to look at you.
My eyes are wide open.
I don't think we
My
ever met
feathers are
before.
puffed up.
I don't think I know you.
I put a lot of money on you, Tommy. And now, today is the day you die.
So you're gonna kill Tommy Tough Knuckles.
Yeah, the whistling from The Good and Bad, the Ugly is going off. A tumbleweed goes by.
He walks up to you going, "Oh yeah, yeah, is that
Yeah,
your
I have my
partner?"
hand up like this.
Running away into the bushes, you point and take on. Is that your partner?
Can I try to shove him?
She's
Run.
gone.
You try and shove him and run.
All right, what is shove action?
It's athletics check versus his rippling physique.
12.
He gets advantage from the tough knuckle. He also got a 12.
We push each other this
You push this brick wall of a human being.
like Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield. Yeah, just like we both go flying back. All right, I'm gonna hit him with my brick. I'm just gonna fucking try to knock him out real quick.
All right, as you're winding up, he just goes, "Oh yeah, it'd be a shame if one of you made it to the shadow without their partner."
I go, I'm sorry, Tommy.
Like, "Oh,
13.
sick him.
Dude,
Oh.
oh my god, I'm rolling so ass all the time.
Was that a reckless
Check my-
attack?
Oh, I can reckless, yeah.
You can reckless.
14.
Nice. One better. Let's go.
14's not
Can I
gonna
look?
do
Oh, I
it.
can. Okay, so far I have rolled. Oh no, this gives me the plus. A 6, a 5, a 2,
4, a 3, a 2.
a 9, a 6, and a 7, and a 6. I've not rolled above a 10 since that 16 I got earlier.
We are back.
We're back.
So yeah, Tommy Tough Knuckles is actually gonna move out of the way of this attack, kind of effortlessly. And he goes, "Is that a friggin' brick, kid?"
I smash like one leg up in the air, smash two-handed the brick in the air as specks of debris go flying everywhere, and I just like all I can see out of the corner of my eye as like an anime as I like
It's
go
One
next
Punch
to him.
Man.
Is him. Yeah, it's One Punch Man. Is him like looking at me super serious, and I'm just like in awe that he just seamlessly moved out of the way.
It's all played up 1,000 times in your own head. Everyone else is watching you miss, and Tommy's going, "Oh wait, this guy."
It's literally just King. It's just King from One Punch Man.
No, it's the fight with Genix in One Punch Man where he's just like the death fist behind it.
Oh my god.
It's like he's too good.
He's
too
too good. He knows all my moves before
Oh,
I make
there's a sale at the grocery store this weekend. I gotta go.
It's like that's so funny.
That's a One Punch Man reference. He had a coupon. It expired today.
I don't know. I'm not-
Anyway,
It's one of my favorite fucking animes.
so he is gonna, because you took a swing at him,
Yeah.
he's gonna dust off the old Tommies and blast you one.
And the dust does go flying off when he does.
That's
yeah.
so much
Knuckles,
dust.
what is so tough? He's gonna hit him with him?
Yeah,
He goes to
he
punch
goes like,
in the gut like a.
actually, he does it. He blows it at your eyes. He blows the dust off his knuckles into your eyes, and then he goes in for the punch.
Blinded.
Ooh.
And he has advantage because
Hefty.
you recklessly swung
Reckless.
at him.
Yeah.
Actually, did you roll both your attacks?
Yeah. I rolled a 6 and then a 7.
But you rolled with advantage.
I rolled a 6 and then I rolled a 7.
With advantage on both?
I rolled a 6 and then I got advantage.
attack or wait for both attacks.
My first attack, I rolled a 6 on the die. My second
Right.
attack, I rolled. Or sorry. Oh, I have a second attack.
Yeah!
I'm level 6.
You are a barbarian, man.
As he goes in with the punch. Oh, you only got one attack
18
with a
to
little
hit.
brick. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as he's like, I'll backhand him with the brick.
You
And
you
I
say
will
run
do-
starts playing.
Wow, I rolled a 1 on my damage die. Awesome.
Oh my
Love
God.
that.
Dead.
5 damage.
Jesus.
Damn.
And that's adding. Are you in a rage?
No.
No.
Oh, fuck.
But he does take a clean 5 points of damage to the face as he's coming in with his little fist. You just crack him one with the brick across the
He's
face.
still running, and we're having an anime fight right now.
Just you're having the anime fight. I have to preface that. It is very mundane, like drunk on the street. Oh, hey, this guy's about to get fucked up kind of behavior. It's
Can I roll to
super.
see if I even notice if he's still behind me? Or
You
not?
can. Yeah, I'll allow it. But it is basically like a normal Jersey Shore interaction to everyone but you. You're like, in your mind, you're both in mechs and the city's destroyed around you.
Yeah, I notice he's not behind me.
Fucking
I rolled like a
power clashing
22.
over and over again.
Yeah, you
I have
stop.
to like get to a halt. Fucking.
You see him and just like, bitch, in the face with the brick as you turn around. Oh my god.
Hyperventilating.
And I'm gonna need you to roll initiative
Fucking lovely.
if you're gonna fight Tommy Tough Knuckles and lose your bet here and now.
7.
7, not great.
12.
Before we get fully into initiative, is there any chance that I can like take a look at the whole maze and see like how close teams are to getting to the center?
You don't need to do that. You can see on the TVs. There's like 3 teams right around the ring who are about to finish.
Oh my god.
Out of the possible
don't
8,
have
3 are
time.
like on the finish line.
But here's the thing: is that maybe I might be able to reach out to Cetacea before she gets to the fight, but I can't talk to Eamon because then Tommy would hear someone talking.
Then he'll
to
be
Eamon,
clued in on the fact that he's Eamon O'Malley.
and
of
he'll
the
know
Champions
that we're
Match in a row.
cheating.
And both
Um,
contestants
anyway,
have to make it to the finish
This
line.
isn't gonna be a drawn out fight. Don't worry.
Can I
Hey!
roll initiative with them to see if I can warn Tay before she gets over there?
Go ahead and roll initiative, yeah.
Okay. Where's my? I swear I know how
Fascinating.
things work. That's a 5. I don't even beat Eamon.
That'll be pretty bad. Hey, come on. He's a good kid. All right. So, Amy, what'd you get? 7?
7.
Okay. Tay?
12.
12. Okay. So you got a 5.
Hot 5.
Okay. Tommy rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Because he's too powerful. He needs to go last. All right, and McGraw didn't roll much better. Okay. First up in the initiative order, surprisingly, Eamon. Right, you rolled a 12?
I'll go
No,
to
no, sorry,
Rage.
it was Tay. Tay rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So when I first came around and I said I was gonna hunter's mark the first person I see, was that Tommy by chance?
Oh, for sure.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna
He draws the
try
eye.
to not. I'm gonna non-lethal and try to shoot an arrow into his foot to plant him in place where he can't. follow
Oh,
us.
okay. Interesting. All right, Baldur's Gate. Take the
Okay.
shot.
I'm gonna roll both my. I'm just gonna roll one attack right now. We'll see.
You'll
We'll see how
need
this
both.
goes.
Don't
Where's my
laugh like
longbow?
that.
Oh, there it is. I got a +7 to hit. That is not gonna do it. I'm gonna roll my second one. Oh, now it's gonna do it. I math.
Math is pretty good.
23.
23 just hits, as far as you're aware.
Hold on.
Even though you already got hit.
Yeah, 11 was the first attack.
I would have missed.
I'm not gonna use a shenanigan point. It's okay. I just need one hit. All right. So that's gonna be my hunter's mark, which is 1d6. That's gonna be 1d8. That is 1d8. Oh, that's an 8! +4.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad I'm at least critting on the damage die. Fuck yeah. That's 12, and
That wasn't
then
crit. Hang on. I just heard that.
crit, as in like
Max
getting the
damage.
highest
Yeah,
possible-
yeah.
Yeah. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
16 damage.
This fucking goes through his
Foot?
like calf and like sticks into the ground and is like still partially in his the back of his neck.
What the hell? He is now fully incapacitated.
Nice. I'm gonna shout to Eamon, let's go! We don't have all day!
Pace is screaming this, but in my head, I am across from Tommy Tough Knuckles now. There are these Japanese cherry blossom petals slowly falling as like, and I'm like, both me and Tommy are not moving, and I go, Nandayo. Watashi no namae wa Nemo Omari. And then, as like the wind like, blows across, he moves his foot a little bit, and then like Goku, I teleport behind, and I'm gonna hit him with my brick.
Like,
Wow, what a
Goku.
sick anime move. I'm gonna bash him in the
24.
24 hits, you fucking son.
Oh my god.
That's 13 damage.
Jesus Christ.
He fucking bounces off the
Just
floor.
smack. And then on his way up, on his way down, as I smack him in the back of the head with a brick, I'm gonna smack him in the stomach, and then like Fire Force have the explosion go out his back.
A Nola burst.
I'm gonna reckless. Okay,
Oh my
15.
God. 15 will just hit.
Nice.
Because you rolled a 14 before.
That's 11 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I hit him.
Homeboy knocked out.
How does the anime
This is-
of your fight end? How does the credits, the EP go for that anime season? As you stand above this, everyone else sees this guy, this very, very small man, get beat to death with a brick. Not dead, but he just gets beaten and pummeled by Eamon after he gets
His-
shot
his-
in the leg, and he goes, ah!
Maybe you shouldn't have said his knuckles were so tough.
I will, as like Tommy Tough Knuckles like scuffles and then like stumbles and then falls to the ground. Like a samurai, I whip out my brick and then slide it back into its holster, and I will say, "Until next time we meet, Tommy Tough Knuckles."
Let's
And
get
then
a
I'll-
move on!
Oh, friend.
And then as you're leaving, you hear from his lips, "To me, it was just a Tuesday."
Oh my god. You're the one who got knocked
As he
out.
falls
idiot.
unconscious.
Get out of here, Bison. Get out of here.
Wait, what does that imply? Does Tommy get knocked out?
Yeah, he's unconscious. No. The day he visited Eamon's village was the most important day of Eamon's life.
Yeah,
He
my
was just a
Leaf
Tuesday.
Village. When I visited Leaf
Wait,
Village.
he
then I-
visited your village?
No.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
You didn't know my backstory. I'm from Leaf Village, dude.
I'm learning so much.
He's an Uchiha. He's got the showering gun.
Oh god.
Anyone with a gun can beat me.
The director for a chance.
Yeah.
You guys head out of this clearing, leaving an unconscious Tommy Tough Knuckles, who may not make it to the final ring. We don't know.
I go,
I'll be
damn
able
it, I
to
had money
crack
on that
this
guy.
kind of
Yeah. Also, Glass McGraw doesn't move an inch after that. You just sort of like, I will say, we'll cut to the Eevee up in the crowd watching this fight unfold on the cameras. And as Eamon surreptitiously puts his brick back in its holster and walks away, there's just a pool of blood forming underneath Tommy Tough Knuckles, who's laying there motionlessly on the ground.
What's the reaction from the crowd around me?
Everyone's going,
they
thank God I
weeping?
didn't bet on Tommy Tough Knuckles. Oh, boy, I feel sorry for whoever did that. That guy just beat the fucking shit out of him, dude. That's crazy.
I'm gonna shoot a quick healing healing word over to.
Oh, he can't die. He's not like... He's in the section that's not destroyed, but...
Okay.
did
Yeah,
just get-
you will notice as like you see his lifeless body, and then like you see me and you running away, like the camera pans down and you see Tommy Tough Knuckles twitches his fingers.
Yeah,
Then we
his
go to
eye
credits.
opens. He stands back up.
We see him fuse to get. No, yeah, you see his body getting dragged away by Paint Travago.
Yeah, arms just reach up and...
You just see him getting cocooned by the hands of Paint Travago as they morph.
Oh, and another Tavoy collection. Oh, God. So,
As we're running, I'm gonna like be frustrated over it. Fucking Eamon, and just what part of just run past did you not get? I thought you were the one who wanted to avoid fighting him. Didn't
I
you
go, please don't
get-
talk to me right now. I had money on that guy. All right.
I wasn't the one who hit him with a brick
oh my,
4 times.
I had to. It was revenge.
oh my God, that's so good. But at this point, you would all begin to hear the announcer say, "Oh, 2 teams have just made it past the finish line."
Fuck!
Oh God, that's so
I go,
good.
nothing we could have done. They're just faster.
It would have been Tommy Tough Knuckles if not taking him down.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
summon.
I go, yeah, I'm running. Okay, we have a really good chance of winning. We just beat the #1 contender.
Number 1 seed.
Yeah, the #1 seed.
Oh. The first teams past the finish line are Team Bird Boys, Sarah, the ones you clocked earlier, and Team Dredge.
Reg?
Wait, we're going against Judge Dredd?
No, Dredge. Like what you do to the bottom of a lake.
Shooting people.
Fucking animals. Oh God.
Oh my god. This
Anyways,
is fucking.
this
yeah,
is-
the final showdown.
Yeah, this is the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Disc.
The ultimate showdown. That's what it is. Yeah.
Chuck Norris just falls from the sky.
Yeah. Doc Ock and
Anyways, where
John D. All right, we're getting off track.
we're
getting off
losing the
track.
plot of this very serious campaign. Please, guys, get back on track. But you have heard 2 teams pass the finish line, and you guys are getting kind of close to the center, but you're not quite there yet. As we swing down below deck to our friendly neighborhood, Ghost Whisperer.
Just call me. What's her name? Not Sarah Jessica Parker. Fucking whoever played Ghost Whisperer. I don't remember the fucking name. And I'm just gonna do this investigation check.
I thought that was
No.
John
Philip
Perlman.
Hewitt.
You gotta fill up Hewitt, yeah.
Haha! I remembered it. Investigation. Please don't fail me. I hate this. Holy shit! I rolled a 2 and an 11, so I'm gonna take that 11 and get a 23.
23. Okay. As you are left alone with the palate cleanser that was Paint Travago having disappeared into the walls and collecting
Right.
bodies, you assume, from the sand. Like a fucking dune worm.
Are you sure he's not part of the Old Blacks? Holy shit.
No, you just start pounding the dirt above him, and he just shows up and he eats the corpses. You take a second to investigate what once was the enchantment of this place. Call together what bits of information you have about it.
Mhm.
The enchantment being lifted in this one central place means that it's probably the only place you would be able to find a ghost. In whatever vicinity of this arena, this ward is not protecting that veil of life and death. Is probably the only place where ghosts could manifest. And they would be ghosts that would probably be manifested before that ward went into place.
Right.
So, with that information in mind, are you still looking around for any sort of spirits?
I mean, so would they? Because the ward was there once.
Yes.
Right. So it would be like recently they got uncovered. So I wouldn't get any recent information from them. Like they would just be like, "Whoa, we exist again," and
Most likely, they would not have been around during that event because that ward is meant to sort of keep that veil
keep that veil
parted.
Okay. Well, if he can't get any information from down here, I think. Do I wait for paint?
You don't have to.
I don't
He's used
have
to being
but-
abandoned.
Don't say that!
It's like his pastime, dude.
Oh my god! I have to stay now.
You don't have
Really?
to. No, he's used to it.
You
Well,
can't
maybe
say
he
something like
likes it.
he's used to being abandoned.
Listen,
Maybe that's like his thing.
it's
Ooh.
it's a little bit of his kink.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm all alone again.
I hated everything about that sentence.
Yeah.
Oh no, especially in the vents where it echoes.
yeah, you hear that through the walls. Oh no,
Again,
I'm alone in
again.
here.
Again.
I gotta go.
His arms are
Francis.
still like spooling in behind him in the wall. I love this little squid monster.
I love
Paint
it
rocks.
too.
That's the beauty of a shenanigan.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
if I don't have anything with my passive, and then I'll just like see him spooling, shiver, and then leave.
okay. Do you want to head somewhere else, or are you just like going back up to be a part of the crew up top?
I'll go back to be with the rest of the party because I'm lonely. I don't want to be with NPCs anymore. I want to be with people.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm used to it. Coming out of the walls. As you head back up to the surface. And I will say, you can communicate to Eevee pretty effortlessly, so you're able to rejoin with them.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to be somewhere else in that audience, but
No, I
guess-
think I'll meet up with Eevee.
Mm-hmm.
you can say that pretty much happened over the last round of this maze going on.
Why are they fighting that guy?
Yeah, you
Eevee
get there
starts-
right in time. You just see the big pile of red forming underneath this
God.
kind of old guy.
Wow.
Oh no, he was old.
He was like a
and
middle-aged
tall?
human.
I wanted to see so bad how much damage he would have done to me.
He was a monk, but he had like 2 levels.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Why did he hurt that guy that bad? Did they know each other? Do you think?
They don't have microphones in there, so I'm honestly not sure.
I mean, were they saying anything? Could you read their lips? I don't know.
Oh, can I read their lips?
Eamon doesn't have lips.
That's so true.
I'm kidding.
True.
Can I read beak?
Yeah, you can. Especially because his is like a Looney Tune thing. We've already done it so many times where like it
Mhm.
moves like a Looney Tune mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can read
Like
his
a,
lips.
yeah.
He was
Even on
speaking
the television
Japanese.
screen.
You don't know what he-
Yeah. I've
Anyone who
never
actually speaks
seen that
Japanese can be
language
like,
before.
what?
I've never seen that.
He was speaking Arakakra.
Eric Cochrane's just Japanese.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nice, okay.
Oh man.
Did you get my note about the birds?
I did get that note, and I do see that they've already seemingly
Yeah.
won.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
like they already knew the maze. It was weird, but
I will say
they're doing well.
Fitz.
Mm.
Now that you're getting a look at the 2 bird boys, there's something oddly familiar about the vulture.
God damn it! Don't say this. Don't say this to me. Don't you add my backstory to this?
And it's hard to tell, but in the chaos, you think you might have been there that day.
Chaos.
Theory. Fucking shoot
I
me.
was.
Wrap it up.
Again, sorry.
No, you're good.
You guys are doing.
I think
Show's over.
Eevee,
Super serial, dude.
what's your passive perception, Eevee?
25.
You single
You
tier.
definitely would see it. You would see like dull ruby red of Fitz's skin kind of gain more color as he's staring at the vulture in
Oh.
particular.
Spider-Man.
Oh, that old fuck.
I also gain more color. Fun. Do you know that guy or?
I do. He was there the day I died.
Oh. Ooh. Like, what's that?
This is the alarm for danger.
Oh, okay. Should we be paying attention to the danger alarm?
No, it just seems like it's kind of a big thing to drop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That kind of danger.
Yeah. Lore
The conversational danger.
Conversational danger.
Relevance danger.
like might have been partially responsible or was a bystander
There during the day of the shootout, shooting at me.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it is not.
do you Eevee just like kind of puts a hand on your shoulder? I mean, it makes sense as to why they'd be. I don't know. I think Eamon's rubbed off on me a little. I'm not handling this well.
Just the sheer panic of, I don't know what to do. Oh boy.
Okay, wait. I've got it. Sorry. I put away the sending stone for a second. This sucks, but it does make sense as to why they would maybe be behind this, right? Because if they're part of a group that would want to kill you, then probably also are connected to groups that would have a vested interest in being able to control Champion's Row.
It would make sense if Falcone is trying to make a play for the district.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to sabotage yet, but it's always on the table.
Have you been sabotaging already?
No, I just said we don't need to sabotage yet.
Technically, the sanctity of this
Technically, I've been cheating, not sabotage.
The opposite, in fact, of sabotage.
Fantastic. Just
Technically correct. The best kind.
we just need to keep an eye out for them in particular.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Right now I'm making sure that Eamon and Tay are okay.
I've been listening, trust me.
Oh, yeah, you heard that, huh?
I heard all of it.
He's listening to this event on AM radio.
The most popular form of radio.
Has anyone been paying attention to us?
To you two in the stands?
Yeah.
Not like obviously, but if you want to go check around, see if anybody's going from like around the corner or something.
Because like
Bitches are cheating.
because exactly, right? Like has that been noticed is the
I will say,
question.
not that you're currently aware of.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's vague enough, right?
Yeah.
That's
You know
pretty
if it's a yes
vague.
or no.
That's very true. Do I roll for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what's your passive perception again?
My passive perception is 26.
Okay, yeah. No one around you is currently listening on your conversation. You don't know if
Gotcha.
Eevee has been, caught or spotted doing it earlier, but no one's cluing in on what you guys are doing right now, I'd say.
Gotcha.
What's your passive, Eevee?
25.
Yeah, could be. You don't know.
I don't know if
anything.
that's the difference.
You're missing a few
point
points there. I don't know. No. You
It's not a 30, tell you that.
Mm.
you live in a world of not being seen by crowds, so I assume
Yeah.
you would have kept it pretty quiet.
I'm so good. I'm so good
So
at
good.
just being a guy in a crowd.
Or
It's
you
my
could
favorite
like
thing.
cheat as another guy and then be yourself later and no one would know.
Ooh,
Exactly.
that's a
exactly.
solid plan.
Yeah.
Which of course I've been doing.
I've just been a guy yelling at my wrist the entire time.
Yeah.
Marty! All right, sorry. So, you are both there. Is there anything you'd like to do other than share that information with each other?
I'm just continuing to keep an eye on Tayan. Is there any obstacle upcoming that I need to warn them about?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Can I assist?
Meow meow meow.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
it
I
with
can roll twice
advantage.
now.
Do one of these.
Looking pretty good. 26.
26 is pretty good.
Right.
I will say from the other direction, you can see this sort of like shine reflecting off of the something in the maze, making its way towards the center from the other direction from them. So you know another team is probably about to pass the finish line. So 2 have already passed. 1 is about to make its journey into the center. You got about 2 more teams beyond that are pretty close. And you can see the figure that Eamon and Tay are following with that roll. It is not a centaur. It is not a minotaur with like 2 other horse legs in front of it doing one of these, like with walking sticks. It is a person on a horse. And following
It's
along.
fucking cheating.
All
That's a
right.
druid.
Fucking
That's a druid
communicator
in
guy.
wild shape. That's dope.
Yeah, it is a druid in wild shape.
Fuck yeah.
It is a team of 2 people. The druid is carrying their teammate through this battlefield. And they have been making like a beeline towards the end.
Wow.
Ever since right around the time they were about to cross paths with you 2. They just started booking it. So that is what you are currently chasing.
Okay. And there's like no immediate threats upcoming for them.
None that person is running to. So you assume the path is also
Okay.
clear so long as they follow the trail of horse
Okay.
prints.
Yeah, just keep going after those prints. Should be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, we are on our way.
A little bit of
You guys
interference. All
Yep.
right. So
Um,
zoom back over to you 2 on the field.
Yeah, I guess we're dashing.
Okay. Interesting. The loot is kept firmly in place. So, if you want to continue on the trail of the horse, I'm going to need a survival check. So you can... Following that trail will lead you at least as far as that person has gone without.
15.
15's pretty good.
25.
That's a
Good job,
straight
buddy.
roll.
25 is all right. Good job with the 15, bud.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have to do it.
Thank you.
Otherwise, he's... Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. So, you guys are able to follow the like loose trail of dirt that's been kicked around by the horse and its rider. And you do see that there are paths that they have chosen that have led them from what Eevee was able to cheat to you closer towards the center. And they are sort of on a very safe path from what they can see. So, cheating works is the moral of this episode.
Cheaters always prosper.
Cheaters are my favorite people. I'm sorry, I can't say that. Although it was a great show back in the early 2000s. Terrible
Was it?
people on that show, but Cheaters was kind of fun. It was kind of a good afternoon of shit TV. It has nothing to do with what we're doing here, though.
I've never heard of that. Cool.
You never heard of Cheaters? Oh my god.
No.
TV used to be crazy. Anyways, you guys are very close to the center now. You can see that there are a few teams closing in. Like, you can hear a lot more noise from the few survivors that have actually made it this close. You may be running into more person-shaped obstacles in the very coming moments. Is there anything you want to do to prepare for the potential altercation
Am I still in a rage? Can I like be attacking? I can't even
Tay?
attack Tay. Light.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Just-
if you want to continue your rage, I'll allow you to use your bonus actions to do that because
Sure.
I think that makes more sense than you just losing it because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare to Hunter's Mark again, the first person I see. And then question for the DM. I know I can't like do any kind of like attacks or go beyond a certain weight capacity and also that kind of stuff with Mage Hand, but if I were to supposedly summon Mage Hand right in front of somebody's foot, would that trip them by chance?
It would be a roll.
Okay.
I'll say that. It'll be a roll.
Can I do? Hey, just as a side, can I do a luck check right now to see if I have a high vis vest on me?
A high vis vest?
Yeah, high visibility vest like
So
that.
like a crossing guard?
Yeah.
Or a construction worker, I guess here. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Okay. And what are we gonna say that it's
Okay. I'll let you pick either high or low, 20%. So 80 and above or 20 and under. This is your call.
I'll say I love gambling, dude. I love this shit. Under.
Okay.
Roll.
So 20 or below.
No fucking way. Wait. Damn. It was spinning for a while. Wow.
What'd you
It was
get?
in the middle. I got a 61.
Ah, damn.
Damn. All right.
Why'd you say?
I go.
Because of the
yeah,
one?
dude. Well, it was a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 1. I was like, I thought that was a 10. I was like,
So you left your high vis vest at home, and you're just
I
now.
did.
Oh no, my pockets are empty.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll still prepare to pretend to be a judge when we get over there, or like a ref.
Okay.
Great.
So as you guys begin to, you feel like the paths are almost converging intentionally at this like part of the maze as things get closer to the center. It almost you feel like the maze wants you to fight each other right at the end. So it is sort of like funneling you around the twists and turns that it would normally do, and they're just sort of like straight converging paths leading towards a final thoroughfare. I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and roll me a d8.
Easy.
Just one of us or both?
One of you.
You do it.
Everyone in the call?
Actually, no, you do it. Yeah.
Everyone
That's
in
a
the
6.
call. 6.
See, can I just see what I would roll? I'm gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, go ahead and see what you roll, and I'll reveal what it was for after that.
Oh, I would have revealed an 8. 8 actually. I would have rolled an 8.
Hey.
Is that how many teams we can
6
go
teams
to?
have already made it into the center.
Oh shit, that's 8.
If
So 8 in
you
total.
rolled, you would have lost.
Fuck.
The one time I roll high.
Yeah. So far, 6 teams have made it to the center.
I get to reroll.
Oh, that includes the 2 from earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
So,
cool.
yes. In total, 6 teams have made it to the center. There are 2 slots remaining for
Oh shit.
final competitors. As 4 teams emerge from their like small rows into this final stretch straight towards the like closing end goal. And you can see the 6 teams sort of like lined up in this circular area that have already won, just sort of like watching this event happen. As the 4 teams just sort of emerge into the street, look at each other, look at the end goal, and there's just one final bolt of action. What are you guys doing in that moment?
I'm dashing. I am going to try to trip at least one person with my.
I stop and I go,
Yeah,
everyone, this
fuck
is
'em.
over. It has already been. I'm running. I'm running. I just wait. There's no time for bets. There's no way.
Yeah.
If I rolled the dice, we literally would have already lost.
Okay, that's fair. So,
I stopped and I go, no time for bits. I go,
as they're already tripping people and running. Go ahead and roll. What's your spell casting? I think it's wisdom for rangers, right?
Yes.
I'm getting
but
a
I have
strong feeling from Christian that it's a yes. Go ahead and roll
I
a
have-
wisdom check. Actually, go ahead and roll a spell attack roll. That makes more sense.
spell attack.
Yeah.
Okay. That has a +7.
Too much.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity save. That's probably higher. Never mind.
I cannot tell if this is a 15 or an 18. That is a
It's probably
15.
15.
Okay, +7. So 22.
22. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the option of 2 teams that are within range of your tripping ability, right? There is what looks like a small child, possibly, with a little robot next to them, and a Warforged companion that is just covered in blood. They are turning towards the thoroughfare as well. Another team that looks like one of them has seen a lot of wear and tear is this massive ogre that's sort of like got bruises and scars all over their body, pretty fresh. And on their shoulder is what looks like a tiny kobold that's just sort of holding onto their head and riding along. Who do you want to trip out of those 4?
I guess I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, it's the Warforged, doesn't have blood, so it's probably covered in other people's blood.
You don't know, racist. Sorry.
I go out like this, dude. That's crazy.
This isn't what does it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm. Fuck it. I'll trip the child.
Jesus, out of all the options I gave you, you picked the child?
Well, because the Warforged will probably have to stop for her.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I wanted to trip the ogre, or
I guess it's
whatever
easier to
that,
trip the child.
that was, because then it's 2 and 1.
Listen, I would have done the same fucking thing, dude. Interesting, crazy that you did that. Okay. So as you see this small child just sort of like come out from the bushes, look around, you can immediately tell at that, like, you go to trip him. It's not a kid, it's a gnome. So thank God for that.
Nice.
But it is a small person, and you immediately just like
been on your conscience forever.
that would be really funny. The child dies. It's not good.
They stay scorpion and snap in 2.
Yeah.
Like it's rough.
You trip them, and you run for it, giving you a
Yeah,
small advantage over the child, and not the giant individual with the guy on his shoulders. That's what I would have gone for, honestly.
See, I fucking rolled for it, and I was gonna do odds or evens, and I rolled even, but
That's
then fucking Zach was like, he's covered in blood, so I was like, that's a good point.
All right. So
Yeah,
the
but
child,
tripping the child is actually really smart.
it is
It's
the
smarter
funniest
than-
option too, also out of all of them.
Yeah,
So I
true.
condone this violence. So you guys take off. Zach, is there anything you wanted to do in that immediate push? I guess not.
Hold, oh, wait.
Hang on.
Hold
Okay,
on,
we're
hold on.
waiting.
Yeah.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
lost it.
Yeah. 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 I'll throw an axe at the
We'll get
kid.
there.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna throw an axe at the other guys. I guess one of the other guys. Because there's 2 teams, right? They're like on
So
the rank or whatever.
there's 2 teams that were within reach of the mage hand. There's a third team
Yeah.
that looks like it's comprised of 2 goblins who you saw arguing in the changing room.
Yeah, I'll throw at one of the goblins.
Okay. I've saved the child.
Range is 60 feet for.
It would be a disadvantage, but you could definitely get one of them.
You know me. We love to gamble.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Hold on. Pause. This is at disadvantage. 16.
16 will hit. Look
Yeah,
at this
sick.
guy.
Sick. Yeah.
Oh, showing up when it counts, dude.
I'll do like a soccer over the head, throw the axe. Or I'll do it like Modern Warfare 2. I'll take the axe out of my chest and I'll throw it at the guy.
Okay. You want to roll damage for that, big boy?
Oh, yeah. I'm too busy role playing.
I know, it was
6
pretty
damage.
sick. Modern Warfare reference.
Yeah.
6
Over
points?
200, yeah.
I had never played.
6 points of damage, yeah.
6 points. Very cool. Very good. The goblin seems very hurt, but it laughs. It goes.
So I get a second attack?
You do if you have one. Same one?
Just found out.
Second verse same as the first?
14.
Uh-oh. Huh?
14 will hit.
Nice.
With disadvantage?
7 damage.
He doesn't look that good because he's got 2 axes in
no.
his body.
Let me just make sure I don't get an additional 4 damage from rage. I'm sure rage.
You
is
do get
not-
an additional +2 for.
Okay, so 4.
Rage
So an
hit.
additional 4 on top of that. because it's 2 + 2, and I know that one.
One of the goblins falls unconscious.
Amazing.
So we've got 2 teams that are at least delayed.
Hold on,
We
sorry.
will attack on the mic arm.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah,
I
the
got it.
announcers-
Here, I'll mute. You keep doing the show.
I can't believe he's ruined the show forever.
So first it was an old man killer, now a child tripper is on the field.
Yeah. Oh, Delilah goes down to a mage hand, and it looks like Ruthead is out of it. As you guys immediately begin running down the thoroughfare. Oh, hello? Zach, are you back?
Oh, can you hear me?
There he is. Hey, how's it going,
All
bud?
right, great. Yeah.
Slight technical difficulties there. But 2 have been tripped or unconscioused. As you guys begin to dash towards... Actually, Tay, you can dash. But he uses action, so he can't dash. So, you are way out ahead of everybody else because you just kind of ran.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
Am I out ahead in front of everybody?
You're out in front of everybody, but to qualify, you need to both cross the line.
No problem.
So not
Okay.
just one, both.
Okay.
Okay? Now then, we race. First up. I don't want to roll initiative for this, so we're just going to kind of wing it. You guys, you're the closest, Tay. What do you want to do?
I want to. Who am I? Who did I hunter's mark?
I don't know. Did you hunter's mark somebody?
Yeah, I wanted to hunter mark the first person I saw. We'll say it's like.
The child you tripped?
No, I'm just gonna hunter's mark.
You can hunter's mark the big
No.
guy.
Okay. I'm a hunter's mark. Actually, I want to hunter's mark the little guy on his shoulder.
That's not what I said. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. Whichever one. It's all right.
Actually, make me a wisdom save.
Save?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God. I need to stop using these dice. They're fucking weird font. Okay. 18.
18. Okay. You feel as if you are being influenced to attack somebody else, but you shrug it off. And you're able to hunter's
Nice.
mark them.
I am able to hunter's mark the little guy?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Also, if this was a charm, I have advantage against being charmed.
It's not true.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hunter's mark him. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Make a wisdom save.
13.
13 is a fail. You need to attack somebody else as Sanctuary takes effect.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one he's riding then.
Okay. Interesting.
Take out his steed, aiming for the fucking legs.
A lot of people have tried.
Alrighty. Oh, I thought that was a 20. My bad. Okay, I gotta rotate it. 22 to hit.
22 hits the big guy.
Alright. We got 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. He's not hunter's marked. In case you
Yeah, I
wanted
know.
to. Okay, good.
No, I have a +4 to my damage.
I just want to make sure.
And then... how many games do we have today? Is it just the maze?
It's just this one. Oh, you meant the, the preliminary round? Yes, it's
Mhm.
just this today, and then
Okay.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna
the
mark
actual
him as my favorite foe.
tournament.
Ooh.
That's so fucked up, dude. Wait.
Favored.
Yeah. Okay. That's fucked up.
I'm gonna mark it, and I'm gonna do another d6. That's 2.
Okay.
I don't know, shoot him. He hasn't like stuttered in his running, has he?
No, he's picking up speed. He's a big boy.
I'm gonna shoot him again. Oh, that is another 15 plus 7. That's another 22. to hit.
22. That hits.
Nice. And
Damn,
then
this
I
guy's
got
taking all kinds of shots. What the fuck?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Does that slow him down at all?
Nah.
Lovely. I'm gonna shout at Eamon, hurry the fuck up! And I'm gonna keep running.
Okay.
As I'm like, dude, you better fucking hurry!
Yeah. You just see this like bus-sized creature just start picking up speed and running towards Tay. What are you doing?
Yeah, as I'm running and I kind of see this and it's like all in slow motion. So I look and see everybody running towards the middle.
Oh my well.
I'll look I'll look up and I'll go, today is a new day. And I'll start flapping my wings as I dash and run forward in the hopes that I fly.
God.
The sound of the crowd drowns away.
Oh.
As you can swear, all of their voices culminate in a chorus of Amen, 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 Amen. I'm going to need you to roll a luck check, and I'm going to need you to roll above a 90.
Radio. Oh no, it's 59.
Scared the shit out of me.
Dude, it happened again. Fuck.
You're for
Rolled
making
a
a radio
59?
reference in fucking 2025.
Yeah. What?
You rolled 2 D100s, and both of them were within like 4 of each other.
You can't call me inconsistent.
Okay. So as the divine intervention fails to take effect,
Could you imagine?
it's like angels in the outfield. You're just slow motion running. And everyone just sort of looks like he's taking a few 2 blows to the head, folks. And you're just running down the runway like this.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is that your turn? You dash and
I dash.
Pray for
I
flight?
dash. I think my movement is 40.
oh yeah,
just
yeah.
so
You can
know.
dash probably faster than anyone else here,
80.
except maybe 10.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You guys, you're pretty good suited
Mine
to
is
keep.
35.
So you guys are pretty well suited to keep like
Dashing.
right next to each other. Okay. Very good. So, as you begin to pass the giant bus-like human, this this ogre, you hear the little creature on its shoulders begin to like chant, and you watch as this green light sort of bathes their body as their wounds begin to heal a little bit.
As their wounds or the ogre's
The
wounds?
ogre's wounds.
Ah, okay.
Synergy. And
We have that.
Yeah, yeah. Prove
Me
it.
and Tay have that.
Prove it once.
I almost flew, dude. I almost flew in the
no,
air.
you didn't. The only one who flew today was Tay because you threw her.
If you let me do that shit 100 times, I probably would have hit it.
I could let you do it 200 times, and no, you wouldn't.
I've got pretty good strength. I think I could probably throw Eamon.
All right. So as the small creature begins to heal this ogre, he just full on races past both of you towards the finish line. He's just sort of like, actually, you know what? He's gonna take a swing at the other goblin who's standing up. That's something he will do.
So that would be
So
his action, right?
Yeah.
That means he can't dash.
All right. Don't tell me how to play this game. I know. I know what
I'm
I've
just
done to me.
clarifying.
But
I'm
if he
just
kills that other
clarifying.
goblin, one team is down. So he doesn't matter.
Sean, I just gotta say that was one of the craziest things I think I've ever heard you say to somebody.
What?
Even if you rolled 200 times, you still could.
Statistically, I'm not wrong.
I know, but still.
Also, technically, the goblins are already out because one of them is down.
One of them's unconscious.
Yeah.
He can still be carried,
Ah, true.
which is what you see the other goblin going to do. He's like pick up his little friend as this ogre just swings this massive stick at his head. And
Or
that is a hit. Okay, now I will say there are still 3 teams up. So 2 of them need to get across the finish line. Even if the goblins get taken out, you still have 2 people who can get through, but these goblins are...
so we're the remaining 4.
Yes, the goblins
Okay.
are looking like they might be taken out by this guy, but
The
there are still 2
automaton
other teams and you
and then
guys.
us. Okay.
So 3 teams, 2 spaces.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Now, that goblin did take a lot of damage, but he is not unconscious yet. Okay. Like on the battlefield of war, trying to drag his friend across the finish line. And you do watch as the small gnomish person, the automaton they have with them that is shaped like a bull, it sort of like gets up under them with its horns and just sort of like picks them up and puts them on its back as they begin to ride it down the battlefield alongside this warforged that just begins to sprint. And you watch as the warforged actually does take out this small like pistol and just point it at Eamon. Yeah.
I'm from Leaf Village, dude. I'm vulnerable to that.
He's too dangerous.
So-
He's learned flight.
Another question. Does the rule with like carrying weight of another person in like how it negates, I guess, or like impedes being able to dash, does that work for Warforged as well, or does it like not exactly
The Warforged
count?
isn't carrying them. The small like bull, almost like a dog-sized creature they're riding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's they're an artificer and they've got a battlesmith companion.
Oh. Cool.
That's cool.
So that is what they're riding. But Eamon, you're gonna get a shot taken at you. You ready?
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
You're going to take
I'm vulnerable from piercing from a gun.
while you're raging. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You eat it in your mouth. That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage, half to 6 for you, because you're a very special young man.
Yay, dude.
Okay. And they're going to continue moving towards you. You guys are still kind of in the lead, but they are gaining on you at least a little bit. What are you going to do?
Is it our turn again?
Yes.
I am going still gonna be dashing, but for my bonus action, I'm going to point back and I'm going to summon a Kaitza to come down in a strike of lightning and be in the way of the artificer and their little dog.
Okay, good choice. The dog would have gotten stepped on.
Yeah.
Go for it. You didn't need
Yeah,
to roll anything
so-
for that, but it is your bonus action, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she's down, and I'm just gonna shout back, "Nice dog, meet mine!" And I'm gonna shout to Akaitsa, "Bite!" And I'm gonna have her try to bite the
Okay.
the person. Let me see. What do I roll for her? Fucking I have +6 for her bite. Ooh, good job, Akaitsa. 9, 10, 11, 24.
24 to
to
bite
hit.
the dog? Or the little metal companion?
Halfling.
Oh, the halfling. Okay. 24 will hit, obviously. Hits most people in the game.
And that is 6, 7, 8, 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have her infuse that with her own lightning
Okay.
for fun. And that's an extra 3 points.
Okay. Very good.
So 12 in total, and I'm still dashing.
All right.
Kites is doing cleanup.
Understood. Eamon, what are you up to? You
And
still
also, if
dash-
they move, they have that she gets an opportunity attack.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm still dashing, like making good time, keeping good
Okay.
pace. Heart rate is up. Can't feel the legs. This is good. I've been practicing for this one.
In 12 feet off the ground.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm flying, dude.
Okay.
But I'm flying up like I'm being like abducted from an alien. It's just my chest pointing towards the sky, and I'm levitating forwards diagonally.
You just jumped really hard. Wow, he's so good at flying.
Holy moly!
So that's your turn. You're just dashing straight for the line?
Yeah, I'm just dashing.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that yet.
And Tay, I believe you dashed as well?
Yes.
Okay. So I will say you guys are about 30 feet from the finish line after this full dash. So you're there next turn. It's gonna be a bloodbath behind you, but we'll find out what happens. Okay, very, very cool. Now, I will say that the artificer sort of like pulls on the horns of this metal bull that they're riding, and it doesn't completely bypass Akaitsa, but you see them get alongside Akaitsa, and then they pull out this little device that's like strapped to their hand as they cast Thunder Wave on Akaitsa, pushing them towards the bushes of the maze.
Wow, that's smart.
Yeah, genius.
Isn't
They
that
invent
isn't that like a con save?
things. Yes, but it will push them away if they fail.
Does it?
Yeah, Thunder Wave.
Oh,
You're
okay.
thinking of Thunderclap. That's a cantrip. Thunder Wave is a first level spell.
Yeah, no, I love Thunderwave. I didn't know that it pushes if you fail too.
No,
just
if they
gonna leave it.
fail the save, it pushes. If they succeed the save, it doesn't.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
then I'll roll it. Gosh, where is her things? Is it a dex save or a
Con.
con save? Con +2. That is 9, 10, 11.
11 is going to fail.
She gets pushed.
Yeah. They're going to take, weirdly enough, 11 points of thunder damage, and they're going to get thrown towards the bushes that are not friendly to things that get pushed into them. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
So on Akaitsa's turn, they may start taking some damage from the maze wall.
Okay.
But this person is free to continue forward, as they do, as does their Warforge. Noticing that their shots... Actually, are you still looking good, Eamon?
I'm sorry?
You still looking healthy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
All right. They're probably going to put their gun away and just run. Because they've got the ogre to attend to. But you do watch as the ogre picks the small thing up off their shoulder and hurls it towards the finish line. Like, over your heads. You can try and shoot him if you want to, but he's just winging him towards the finish line.
I'm gonna try to hit him on my turn.
Okay, interesting. But he's sailing through the air right now. I guess we'll leave him in media res over the group as the ogre turns to start attacking the artificer.
Because he's hunter's marked, so
Yeah. You also can't hit him. Weird. Almost like a sanctuary.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to attack my NPCs now. Is that okay? You watch as the ogre goes to town on this fucking Warmforged, and I'm not gonna roll for this because I'm just gonna narrate it. They start fighting. Okay. We'll roll at the end of this to see who comes out on top. But for now, the kobold is flying overhead. You two are pretty clearly in the lead for getting that position, and the goblins are not making very much progress because one of them is dragging the other one's unconscious body. All right. Cool.
How far above us is that thing being thrown above our heads?
He'd probably be a good 15 feet above your actual heads, arcing over. Embarrassing. Did he need to be closer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's
Unless
so
I use
high.
shenanigan points to
I don't think that's possible.
finagle.
right.
We're right there. Right there.
He's
love
got
of
a
God.
bomb. He just opens his chest cavity. There's grenades everywhere.
Because even though he's sanctuaried, he can still take area damage.
You can. But you have to
But I don't
pitch him first.
Yeah. We're just gonna.
You're gonna race him?
I'm gonna race. I would like to at least try to like. You know what? I want to do this. I'm gonna do the mage hand thing again up here and see if it just fucking slaps me in the face.
I would say
Or at least stop the
he
momentum.
weighs way more than 10 pounds. But you can try and slow him down if you want to like hold on to his foot and drag him down. I'll allow that.
Well, I mean, if I throw something at him, could I just potentially just try to stop him even if it doesn't do damage?
I mean, the mage hand would basically do that, like try and like stop his momentum and like drag him to the ground a little bit.
Yeah, but I could also just throw like those pants I found.
You want to throw the cargo shorts at him with all the pockets? All those magic items in those pockets?
Or like, you know, my trident or
The
something.
Loot drop ogre?
Or my trident.
You gotta do something. Otherwise, he's gonna win, and you guys are gonna be so embarrassed.
Get in the. We're
we're
right
still-
there, man.
We're still dashing, so I mean,
You're not if you're taking action to do something.
okay, I'm dashing then.
Ah, damn it.
How far away is Akaitsa from the ogre that threw him?
Oh, a Kaitsa. Thank you. Go ahead and roll me 3d4.
That's a 4.
That's good.
That's a 2.
No, you want higher than that.
That's another 4.
Okay, good. Kaitsa takes 10 points of piercing damage as the vines just begin to like wrap around them and almost like hold them in place.
I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna do this damage real quick.
Kill your dog.
I'm a bonus action. Tell her to bite whatever's nearest to her, I guess.
Which would be the bushes.
No.
Yeah, because the gnome
Creature.
kept going after they pushed the Kaitsa away.
Okay, then if it's within her running range, what are her movement?
Make a dex save to get out of the bushes.
Okay.
Because currently they're being
Shit.
repelled by Harry Potter's
Well, that is a
destiny.
nat 20.
No, it's not!
Yes! Go girl!
Fabulous.
And she also has a +4 on her dex.
The bushes throw. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, ew, gross. I don't like the taste of alligator.
She just like shakes and like some sparks come out and the branches just like start popping off of her.
Okay. So they're free to run. They can chase down the artificer.
Yes. She's gonna take another bite.
Okay. Go for it. I won't stop you.
What is the attack? Okay, +6 to hit. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Nice. Okay. That's another. That's a
barely.
6 +3, that's a 9, and then she's gonna feel this one again. That's another 6! So 12, 13, 14, 15.
15.
Of piercing and lightning.
That wasn't great. Okay, interesting.
I'm rolling pretty good on damage,
Yes.
even if it is against my own dog.
She's not looking great.
The rake.
All right.
Sorry, girl.
And,
And I'm that's my bonus action. I'm dashing.
okay. Then you guys, unless Eamon, you want to do something else? You want to do
I want
backflips?
to go. I want to go there. Yeah, I do backflips and yeah. That's good. That's good. I'm skipping the whole way there because that's the ultimate way of bipedal transportation.
No, it's not. All right. So you guys.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
Sean.
All
I
right.
love that there was a genuine pause of.
I posit moonwalking to be superior. I just can't do it. Okay.
Fuck
Ooh.
you.
Eat my dick, dude. So you guys passed the finish line with flying colors.
Pride Month?
Very proud of you. Yeah. I didn't say ass.
We did it.
You guys passed to uproarious applause.
I'll turn around and like celebrate with all that. I see this like little 11-year-old kid with spiked hair and a green suit, and he'll say something about the hunter's exam, and I'll
Rock,
give him
paper,
a high five. I don't know what
scissors.
he's talking about, but I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Shut up.
I would do more references, but I've never seen that show.
Oh, shut up. Fuck you.
I go, who's this weird Chester dude? He's like a pedophile.
You want to know how I got these scars? You successfully got in. What happens next is the artificer took a shit ton of damage, and I'm going to give Akaitsa an attack of opportunity as they're just going to run past. So
Nice.
depending on this attack, kind of seals the artificer's fate one way or another.
Yeah, no, that's 17 +6 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Can she fuel on an op attack?
I think.
Nice. That's 5 points of damage.
Jesus. Total?
Yes. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay. So, as they go to lunge past both the dog and this ogre, you watch as Akaita bites into their back, and they just sort of like pull their shoulder away and begin like riding on this little bull, as the ogre just sort of like kicks the dog and them into one of the bushes nearby. As you watch the tendrils just wrap around them and their little feet sticking out.
The guy's just gonna just like walk by and like kind of do a purr while touching them in the fucking bushes.
And then you're gonna watch the ogre turn and run as this warforged begins taking shots into their shoulder that do not even slightly slow this thing down, as it falls to one knee and then like passes out on the finish line right before one of the goblins drags his teammate across. They were like just about to make it, and then the ogre like collapses over it, and they get in.
Damn.
So,
Can I look around? Is Tommy Tough Knuckles here?
make a perception check.
12.
You look around and you see on one of the monitors he's getting escorted into an ambulance because his wounds were so severe that he needed to get basically
Because he got
medevaced.
fucking hit with a brick.
The clerics
put my
are
head
looking at
down.
their hands going, we can't fix this.
This is so much blood.
I've never seen this much blood.
We don't have that much in the truck.
I really hope no one bet on this guy.
Oh my god, they're bankrupt.
You'll see, like, Eamon puts his head down. You can't really see his eyes, but a single tear runs down his beak, and he'll go, "Until next time, old friend." Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever played the Telltale Walking Dead games when you smash that guy's head in the elevator. That's what I did at Tommy Tough Knuckles.
Oh, you mean
Hit
that
that motherfucker with a salt lick.
the guy with the heart condition? He just crushes.
I did that shit so fast in that game when I first played.
Oh,
it.
he's the worst
game
person.
glitched. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
he's
game
worse.
like glitched, and they were still like, "Don't do it," and or he was still stalking while the fucking like the brick was in his head.
Oh, I reloaded that shit, dude.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
That was
Oh
awesome.
my god, that's funny.
That's what racists get.
Yeah, that guy sucked
Oh,
ass.
yeah, I forgot that.
You forgot he was racist, but you still did it anyways.
Well, I remember he was being a bad guy, and I'm sure I had my reasons at the time.
Oh,
I
that's
just
what it
couldn't
was.
remember.
Yeah.
That's why
I hate that guy, dude. All right, well, the preliminaries have successfully been accomplished. You guys are now in the official tournament, and there's been some things that seem like they don't smell as good as they ought to smell. Some real stinky stuff's going on around here. It's up to you to get to the bottom of it whenever we do this again. Hopefully next week sometime. But until then,
Question.
huh?
Question. Before we do we level up?
Fuck no. What the fuck? You guys just leveled up. I know it's been like 3 months, but we just leveled up.
Wait, what?
Did
What
we?
level are we supposed to be right now?
I
Just
think
checking.
You guys are level
6.
6? Yeah. Okay. I was
Okay,
right.
cool.
Can we please be level 7?
Nah, dude.
I'm a Drake Warden. I am almost there.
Right before
John,
the
can we
tournament,
try
though, it'd be
rizzing you up?
so useful.
Ooh, what if during
Interesting.
tournament?
Oh, right after it. It's a good idea. Thanks, Christian.
No, I
you
said-
said it.
I
You
said-
said it.
I said-
You said
I said
after. I
during.
heard it.
I
Play back
said
the
during.
tape.
Don't you play the tape back.
Play the tape back,
This is
Sean. Go ahead and
audacity.
play the tape back. Edit it.
Ooh, what if during
Interesting.
tournament?
Oh, right after it. It's a good idea. Oh, you were
Gonna
right.
have
Fuck.
your-
You were
gonna have
so
your
right.
voice
I can't
saying
believe.
it.
Why did I put that in there? That was so crazy. I could have just
Oh my
edited it and
God.
lied. What the fuck?
Sean edited in that we leveled up twice today.
Play the tape back. No, I
Wild.
didn't. Play the tape. When did I say that? These editing jokes are so good, dude.
Really relatable to
whoa.
everyone.
I made
Oh
that
my God, you, like,
hilarious
stood
shit.
up at once, yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, it's 10:45, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. We'll
Whoa.
come back next session to see what happens in the rest of the tournament and what's going on in this crazy city. But until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye,
See you in the next
everybody.
episode of the Hunter exam arc.
The
Bye.
100 Acre Woods. Is that what you said?
Yep.